So, hello everyone, and welcome back to another behind the scenes video from one of my latest videos. Design Seiya stop motion, and a lot of you have been receiving very well these kind of videos, and I will continue making them after the stop motion videos. And also I will be posting tutorials coming soon. I have been holding on them for a long time, but I promise I will be making them. And so let's get things started. I want to show you this scenario that I have made for this Saint Seiya stop motion, which I had a lot of fun filming, and these figures are awesome, man. These are Japanese figures, and whoa, they are so cool. They come with a lot of accessories. They have great articulation, and they come with some faces, some good expressions like the closed eyes, the open and mouth, the hair. They have interchangeable hands, and these figures are so cool, man. And so I'm gonna talk about as well about the diorama that I made over here. As you can see, this thing is huge and I love it. It took me a while to make, but I think it was worth it. In order to make this, I had to use this foam material, which I had to treat with some glue and concrete in order for it to be a very rough material. It is still kind of soft, but it makes the difference. As you can tell, I have some indentations over there because I had the light on the top of this for so long, and I just want to give you a scale of how big the diorama it is. And it is so cool because these parts over here are the pillars. The pillars are made with just some cardboard, and then they are glued to a foam base, and they have some cardbooks around them, and that's basically how I made them. And after that I had 3 coats of paint, which is the gray, that is just a full black color of it, and then you add some gray, and the gray is going to be applied with the technique of the dry brush. And after that I have to put another very thin layer as well with the dry brush for the white. And that's basically how I made this. This thing is huge. It's made with the floor, which is probably 50 centimeters deep for 1 meter on length. And then I have at first I was thinking about this diorama with only the pillars and the roof, which is these panels over here, which are blocks, and they could be placed on the top of the diorama. And basically with the 2 roof parts I plan to make my set just like that. But then after I realized that my backdrop wasn't very cool, and I will lose the deep of the diorama just with the black background, which is as sometimes seen on the series. And some of the scenes I had filmed, they had some black on the back of the diorama, and that's just to make a deeper effect. And I made that with a regular black shirt, so it's not that complicated. Which was complicated was to get the light right for these guys, because as you can see, they have these armors which are very bright, and they're shiny, so they reflect the light very well. So for that I'm going to show you how I set my lighting. And of course I have a light on the top of my room, but that wasn't enough, that wasn't cool enough. So I have basically 3 lights, which is 1 lamp over here on the right part of the set. Then I have another one over here, which is a warm light. And then I have another one on the top of these columns, these pillars. And that basically made the whole difference on how the light bounces on these guys and how they can bounce the light with the armor. So I have, the cool thing about this scenario is it was that it was so big, so massive, that it basically it's also repeated itself. So it doesn't matter which part of the scenario I was filming, you couldn't tell, or you couldn't possibly position yourself and have a point of reference. Well, of course, you could have this wall where Seiya got smashed against. So I'm gonna show you a little bit of how this was awesome, because these parts right here are removable, and so I can make bigger spaces. I can have things on the ground, so it looks like they have a massive fight. And of course I could have these parts of the roof on the top of the scenario. And let me show you. And so I had a very big room, so it was awesome. So if you have any question about how can you make your own diorama for your figures, I think this technique will be very useful, not only for these kind of scenarios, but I think I could see a lot of these techniques used for Lord of the Ring dioramas, or whatever you want to make. You can make some awesome cities with this technique. As you can see, this is just a Greek scenario, but it was cool, it was awesome. So I can store my, or display my figures in this scenario. So right now I'm gonna show you some pictures and some bits of the process on how this video was filmed. So keep tuned, guys.
Yeah.